Hello students, we are watching the chapter circles, class 9, and this is the revision part. Though it is a revision part, I am going to revise all the theorems. I will explain all the theorems in detail. Because if you understand the theorem, then only you can solve the example. I am not going to explain each and every example, but definitely I am going to explain all important questions from this lesson. So let's begin our topic. So in the previous, I already told you that in this lesson there are three parts. First one is basic concept, second one is theorem, and third one is example. So don't worry, I'm going to explain all the theorems for you. So the first lecture, first part we already discussed about basic concept. If you did not watch that video, please go and watch that video first, because if the basic concepts are clear, then only you can understand the remaining part. And I will give that link in the description below. So now in this video we are just talking about theorems. So without wasting a time, I will just move on the page where I wrote the theorem. So today in this video we are going to discuss 4 theorems, and see, these theorems are really very important, because if you don't understand the theorem, then how you can solve the examples. Okay, so understand this theorem one by one clearly. Now the first theorem of today's topic is equal chords of a circle subtend equal angles at the center. What it means? How to find out the given and to prove, and how to write given and to prove. So remember, I will tell you in detail. So just watch carefully. Now see here, in theorem, in the statement, 99% in the statement, the first part that is given, the first part, that is equal chords of a circle. Okay, so this part is your given. So in this theorem, equal chords of a circle is given, and the last part that you have to prove. What is the last part? That is equal chords of a circle separate equal angle at the center. So equal angle. So this you have to prove that angles are equal. So what is the method to write the theorem? First of all, draw the diagram. Here diagram is insufficient because I draw only one triangle. Now I am going to draw another triangle also. Why I am just drawing the triangle in the circle? Because two chords are there, and these are our two chords, chord AB and chord CD. Correct? So in given there is no triangle, but we have to draw a triangle. Again, remember the point. See, when I just said that remember the point, that point is universally you can use. So the first one I told you that in theorem, first part is given and the last part is to prove. So whenever we have to show that two angles are equal or two sides are equal, we have to use congruency of a triangle. Okay, see, of a triangle. So now again, for congruency of triangle we require triangle, so that's why I just draw the triangle here. So what is given first of all? So given part I am going to write given. So given a circle with center. Every time in the complete circle lesson, whenever you have to prove a theorem, at that moment your first line is a circle with center. A circle with center O. Now I just write here a circle with center O. Okay. So I just write the circle with center O. Now what is given? Equal chords of a circle. So I just write here chord AB, or instead of chord complete spell, I just use the abbreviation CH. Chord AB is equals to chord CD. Chord CD. So chord AB is equals to chord CD. That is given. So that was only given. What we have to prove? We have to prove that is angle AOB is equals to the angle COD. For that reason we require a construction, so I just do the construction here. Remember that these sides are not joined. Now we are going to join the sides. Join OA, OB, OC and OD. Now we just join OB, OA, OB, OC and OD. Now we are going to start proof. But before start proof, I just make some space for the proof. Okay. Now we are going to start the proof. Sorry. Now see the proof. Now proof is very simple. Proof, it means we have to show that two triangles are congruent. These two triangles are congruent. So how we show the triangles are congruent? Take the names of two triangles. In triangle AOB, and which is my another triangle, and triangle COD. Which criteria we are going to use? We can say that AB is equals to CD. Do you know how many criteria for congruency? Let me tell you. If you don't know, the first one is SAS criteria. Second one is triple S criteria. The third one is ASA criteria. The fourth one is AAS. Fifth one is RHS. So these are the 5 criteria we are used to show the triangles are congruent. Okay. So come here. Now which criteria suits here? See, OA is equals to OC. Then OB is equals to OD, radii of same circle. So we can say that here, first of all, chord AB is equals to chord AB is equals to chord CD. The reason behind it, given. See, this is given here. Now the second one is OA is equals to OC. Reason, radii of same circle, but I will write the reason for both equally. So again we can write here OB is equals to OD, and the both reasons is common, that is radii of same circle. Circle is same. So it means that therefore triangle AOB is equals to the triangle COD. By which congruency rule? By SSS rule, or by SSS congruency rule. Now why we just show these two triangles are congruent? Sorry, it's not, the congruency symbol is like this. So why we show these two triangles are congruent? Because we want angle AOC is equals to the angle COD. The reason behind it, CPCT. Corresponding, and the long form of CPCT is corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Isn't it a very simple theorem? Obviously, this is a really very simple theorem. Now come to our next theorem. Without wasting time, just come to our next theorem. The next theorem, we have to show that if the angles subtended by the chord of a circle at the center are equal, then the chords are equal. So now again we have to draw the circle. So I will just take this circle to save my time. So I will take this circle below. Now I have already told you that the first part is given. So here the angles subtended by the chords of a circle at the center are equal. That much is given. Don't worry, the line is very vast, but the meaning is very small. What is given here? I just write the given. Given is that a circle, first of all, with center O. A circle with center O. This is circle with center O. And the next one is angles obtained by the chord. So there are two chords. We have to draw the two chords. Let me draw the two chords. So the first one, and this is my second one. And they have to make the angle at the center. So these are the angles. What we have to prove? We have to prove what is given. That is angle. I just give the name same. That is AOB, and here COD. So angle C, first of all, AOB is equals to angle COD. Now, to prove, what we have to prove? We have to prove that is chord. See the last one, the chords are equal. So we have to prove every time. So chord CHAB, chord AB is equals to chord CH. We use the abbreviation for chord CD. Now no need to construction because they asked for the congruent, and they already said that angles are equal. So angles already we have. So directly jump on the proof. So the proof is very simple. I told you already, if you have to show the sides are equal or angles are equal, you have to use congruency rule. So how we use the congruency rule? Again, write down the name of the triangle. In triangle AOB and triangle COD, what we can say? See, angles are already equal, that is given. These are already equal, and these are the sides, which we can say the equals, because radii of same circle. So we can use here the first criteria, that is SAS, side angle side. See, side angle side. So we just use that one. First of all, write the side. OA is equals to OC. The reason, radii of same circle. Same circle. The second one is angle AOB is equals to angle COD. The reason, given. And the last one is again OB is equals to OD. And the reason, again here, radii of same circle. It means therefore triangle AOB is congruent with triangle COD. By which criteria? By SAS congruency rule. So now why we show that these two triangles are congruent? Because we want to show chords are equal. So we can directly write down here chord AB. Therefore chord AB is equals to the chord CD by CPCD, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Understood? Now come to our third theorem. Okay, so I just write here theorem number third. Now the theorem number third is very simple theorem. That is the let me first of all take the circle. Okay, so I just write the theorem number third here. The perpendicular from the center of a circle to the chord bisect the chord. This is a really very simple theorem. I told you that first part is given, the perpendicular from the center. What is given? Perpendicular from the center of the circle to the chord. What we have to prove? The second part. The second part we have to prove, that is bisect the chord. Bisect the chord we have to prove. So how we just write? First of all, given Again, I told you that every time in a circle lesson, every time in the given first line is a circle with center O, a circle with center O. So here I just take the circle with center O. Now chord is given, so we require a one chord. So suppose this is our chord, and one perpendicular is required. So this is our perpendicular. So what is given? The perpendicular from the center of a circle to the chord. So OD, we can say OD is the perpendicular. So can I write here? OD is perpendicular to the chord. So we can say that OD is the perpendicular to the chord. So I can just what we have to prove? We have to prove that bisect the chord. Bisect means what? Two equal parts. It means it divides the chord into two equal parts. But what is the name of the chord? So I just write here chord AB again. So we just use OD is perpendicular to the chord AB. So now bisect the chord. Bisect the chord means what? It divides AB into two equal parts, means AD is equals to DB. So I just write directly here. We have to show that AD is equals to, let me write here, OD bisect AB, chord AB. That means that is AD is equals to DB. That you have to prove. So how you can prove? So for the proof you require a construction. How I know that I require a construction? Because I already told you that whenever you have to prove the sides are equal. See, these sides are equal, you have to show. So you require congruency rule. For congruency you require triangle. There is no triangle, so we have to make a triangle. So how to construct a triangle? Just join OA and OB. You will get two triangles. See, triangle 1, triangle 2. So construction, join OA and OB. Good. So proof. Now come to the proof. Now proof, again we have to show two triangles are congruent. So take the name of triangle in triangle ODB and triangle OD. I just write ODA first, ODA and then ODB. ODA and triangle ODB. Good. So what is given? Perpendicular is given. Perpendicular means what? This is 90 degree angle. So which criteria we are going to use? We are going to use RHS criteria. What is meant by RHS criteria? Whenever in a triangle, whenever there is a two right angle triangle, suppose these are two right angle triangle. In this two right angle triangle, hypotenuse are equal and any one side of these two is equal, then we can say we are using RHS. By RHS criteria, these two triangles are congruent. So see here, we can write here, or we can use triple S also. But sorry, we cannot use triple S because we want to show AD is equals to DB. We want to show these two sides are equal. So we can write here, first of all, hypotenuse OA is equals to a hypotenuse OB. Why I just write hypotenuse? Because to understand RHS. Why these are equal? Because these are radii of same circle. Simple. Radii of same circle. Now the second thing is that OD is equals to OD. What is the reason? Common, obviously. Common side. And the next one is angle, that is 90 degree already given. This angle ODA is equals to angle ODB. Why? Because each of 90 degree. Where is given? Which of 90 degree? Perpendicular is given. If perpendicular is given, it means that it's a 90 degree angle. Simple. Now, what is the conclusion of these three? That is, the conclusion of these things is triangle. Therefore, triangle ODA is congruent with triangle ODB, and the reason behind is RHS congruency rule. Okay, so why we show these triangles are congruent? Because we want to show AD is equals to DB. Therefore, AD is equals to DB, and the reason CP CD corresponding parts of congruent triangle, which also means therefore OD bisect AB. That's so simple. Hence proof. Sorry, I did not write hence proof in every theorem. So you just write hence proof. That is impressive. Okay, if you just write hence proof, it's very impressive. So just write for every theorem, that is hence proof. And the first one also same thing, hence proof. Now the last theorem of this lecture. The last theorem, that is, I already tested here, the last theorem. The line drawn through the center of a circle to bisect a chord is perpendicular to a chord. I already so many times I told you that the first part is given. What is given? A line drawn through center of a circle bisect the chord. This is given. And what we have to prove? We have to prove that here perpendicular to the chord means the angle is of 90 degrees. Vice versa, if angles is 90 degrees, so it's perpendicular. If it is perpendicular, then angle is of 90 degrees. So how we will start? First point that is given. I already told you that in a circle, every time you use a circle with center O, a circle with center O. So a circle with center O. What is given? A line drawn through the center of a circle to bisect a chord. I will just take a line. First of all, this is our center O. This is our line AB, and this is sorry, bisector. So the name is AB. Here it is D, and what is given? AD is equals to DB. So I can write here in the given, that is OD bisect AB, or bisect chord AB, we just use bisect chord AB. That means that is AD is equals to DB. So what we have to prove? We have to prove that OD is perpendicular to chord AB. Again, that is, we have to prove angle ODA. Now see, this theorem is really very different from the others. So just focus over here. So angle ODA is equals to the angle ODB. Now how we will prove this one? I will tell you in detail, so don't worry about it. But just focus first of all here. So construction. So construction just join OA and OB. Now, if you just ask me that, sir, you told us that whenever we have to show angles are equal or sides are equal, at that moment only we have to just show that the triangles are congruent. But here, angles are not equal, sides are, we don't have to show the angles are equal and sides are equal. Then why we just join this, make the triangles? Obviously, we have to show the angles are equal. See here, if we show the angles are equal, then only we can show that it's of 90 degree. Correct now? So we have to show angles are equal as well as these are of 90 degree. Sorry, I just forget to write 90 degree here. So equals to 90 degree. So now construction is very simple in front of you, that is join OA and OB. So proof, it's time to prove. So first of all, only show that the angles are equal. Then afterwards, we will show it's of 90 degree. So proof. Again, for the proof, write down the name of the triangle. In triangle ODA and triangle ODB. OA is equals to OB. Why? What is the reason? Radii of same circle. Radii of same circle. You can say the radius of same circle also. But if we just use two radius, then we are the same radii. And the next one is OD is equals to OD. What is the reason? Correct. Common. And the next one is AD is equals to DB. Yes, that is given. See, AD is equals to DB. And that is given. Now we just write here all the sides are equal. Then definitely we are using triple S criteria. So it means therefore triangle ODA is congruent with triangle ODB, and that is by triple S congruency rule. So triple S congruency rule. So it means that here, therefore, angle ODA is equals to the angle ODB by CT. Now theorem is finished? Obviously not. Don't be in hurry. So only we show that the sides angles are equal. 90 degrees remaining. Now I'm just giving it equation number 1. Now the main part is starting. Maximum students are solving up to this and they just write down, therefore it's of 90 degree. It's a perpendicular, hence proof. No, it's only half theorem you solve. Remaining, most important part is remaining still. Now I'm writing the most important part. Just remember this, whenever we have to show the angles are equal to 90 degree, then we have to use which theorem? That is linear pair. If you remember, linear pair axiom. What is linear pair axiom? Whenever, I will just write here, what is linear pair axiom? OD is a ray. Now OD is a ray and AB is a line. So whenever there is a ray stands on a line, the adjacent angle are the linear angles, or we can say it's a linear pair. OD is a ray and AB is a line. Therefore, by linear pair axiom. So what is linear pair axiom? Linear pair axiom told us that is the linear pair, that is ODA, this angle 1, ODA, angle ODA plus angle ODB, this one, sum of these two angle is equals to 180 degree. This is our linear pair axiom. See, by linear pair axiom. but these angles are equal. We already proved in the equation 1. See, so you just take any one instead of ODB. I am taking ODA. Therefore, angle ODA plus angle ODA is equals to 180 degree, and this is from equation 1. From equation 1. So ODA plus ODA, therefore twice angle ODA is equals to 180 degree. Therefore angle ODA is equals to 180 degree upon 2, which is 90 degree. So finally we can say that here, therefore angle ODA is equals to angle ODB is equals to 90 degree. Therefore OD is perpendicular to chord AB. Now you can write hence proved. If you did not solve this one, that is linear pair axiom, and show the angle of 90 degree, if this theorem is come for 3 marks, then you will get only 2 marks. 1 marks is you lost due to your own mistake. Okay. So I hope you understand all these 4 theorems. These 4 theorems are very simple. Just see this video completely. You definitely understand all this theorem properly. In the next part, we will just see another. Sorry, I did not explain 3 theorems. I explained 4 theorems. Okay. So 4 theorems we explained. Okay, in one video. So in one lecture. So in the next video, we will try to explain again 4 theorems. Okay, that depends on the length of the theorem. These theorems are very simple and very small. Now it's your turn. Just solve the example from exercise number 10.2. That's your work. Just try to solve, and your revision for the first part of this particular lesson, of lesson circle, will be over. In the next video, we will see the another theorems. I already told you that there are 5 to 6 lectures to revise this complete lesson, because this lesson is really vast and very good. Thank you for watching this video, student. Just revise the lesson properly, just do the study properly, and please subscribe my channel.